Hey guys, what's up? It's Jake from DokiDoki. Liesl and I actually started playing Remember Me last week, I think it was, and for whatever reason, when we were recording it, the first part of our recording session didn't get recorded right. The audio for the game came through, but the video did not. So I'm going to start a new game and play up to where she and I have usable video so that we can play the rest of it together. But you don't miss the beginning of this game because it's a really interesting game, and it'd be stupid to start like 30 minutes into it and have no idea what's going on. So Remember Me came out, I think it was 2 years ago, 2013 or so. And it looked really interesting at the time. It was played up pretty heavily.
After our boat sank, I was the only refugee to reach
and then
the
it ended
shore.
up coming out, and it got
I held my husband's
okay
hand
reviews. It was middle of the
for a
road,
second.
mainly because it was really linear and
The nails of
really
his fingers
short.
sticking into
And they had a
mine.
lot of cool ideas and cool locales and cool, just a lot of interesting and unique premises that they wanted to put into it, and just they did, but they all fell short because they didn't go further. They didn't dig deeper into what they were intending to do and wanting to bring out with this game. And so I really wanted to play it just because I wanted to see these, because it's still, other reviews did say, you know, it's worth checking out. You know, don't pay $60 for it, but give it a go because it had a lot of cool roads that it was headed on, and they just didn't really connect. So luckily PlayStation had it as a free game a while ago, probably a year ago or so, and I downloaded it and never had a chance to play it until recently, and I thought might as well share it not only with my girlfriend but with anyone else who may have heard about the game and was interested, or didn't hear about it and is interested in what I just talked about.
Good ones,
So what I've learned playing so far is we're in a
here,
close future located in Paris, where memories have become a commodity almost, and we're able to interact and bring forth people's memories, and you're playing an agent who, I guess, loses her memories, and you have to slowly build them back by taking down this Sensen, I think that was what it's called, corporation. So let's jump on into Remember Me. Unfortunately, I already know these opening cutscenes, so I can't react to them as uncandid as possible. Though, I told Liesl, this sounds painful. This does not sound like a way I would want to be treated. I think what it ends up having is it's a memory wipe. But you know what? I'm gonna keep my memories in my head. You can just stay out of my cranium. I don't care if I've got bad ones that I would want to get rid of. I'd rather just deal with them than deal with you forcibly extracting them from the back of my neck with a giant golden hologram.
What is your name?
I have no idea where we are. It seems to be a facility that
What did you say?
people are brought to subtract their memories from. And this guy's pissed off because I was too strong for him. Nana boo boo,
We'll
stick in your head and
scrape away
doo-doo,
those
buddy.
memories. What year is
My
it?
memories are too good for you.
I don't know.
But basically, I've
2084.
chosen
Do you know where you are?
for another session of wiping because I haven't lost all of my memories
Not so
completely.
resistant after all. Thank you for your cooperation.
Also, I don't know if he's speaking to me in his head or they didn't render his mouth moving. I would hope it's just some telepathic
Dr.
thing,
Quaid.
and not a really dumb oversight.
This subject is displaying some resistance.
Complete the substitution protocols, then send her to me. I'll erase the last barriers myself.
Yes, Doctor.
And I'm special. I get to go see the doctor. Don't have to deal with you, scrub. In your scrubs. Yeah, that's right. Go walk away. Go deal with patient 072. Yeah. And I talked about this with Liesl before, but main character's design is actually, she's really cool. She's just a really interesting looking character. The problem is none of the other characters look nearly as good as her. They obviously spent more time on her, and the in-game graphics kind of show it. She's just a little bit cleaner than anyone else. Not that the other main characters aren't decent looking, it's just that she is the next level up, and it's kind of obvious.
Please follow the orange line to your next assignment.
So we gotta go follow the robot drunkenly. This was me after I turned 21. I had my friends obviously threw me a huge party, and it started at our apartment. We were pre-gaming before we went out. And I hadn't eaten since noon, and I wasn't eating when I was drinking, so everything I was having was going straight to my stomach and then straight to my bloodstream, and I decided that I wanted to try playing Rock Band drunk. So we got all the equipment out, I got on the drum kit, started playing, and stopped paying attention to how much I was having to drink. Got to the point where I stopped playing drums and went and threw up, decided that I wasn't going to go out, that I had enough. The rest of my friends did decide to go out, which was totally fine. One of them stayed with me, and he's like, Jake, do you wanna just hang out? And at that point, I could barely speak without getting sick anyway, so I was kind of like, oh, yeah. So he turned off all the lights, turned on Hot Fuzz, and he just sat and watched it with me. He brought the trash can over, and I end up obviously expelling all the liquid in my stomach, and then continued to dry heave, which was the absolute worst thing I have ever done. Oh my god, dry heaving is awful. And then the movie ended, and he asked me if I wanted to go to bed because I had to get to work at 8 in the morning. Cough, cough.
I need to create a diversion. Be ready to move.
And I said, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I'm the voice.
I stood up, fell immediately back down because of how nauseous I was. Told him I couldn't get to bed correctly, so I got onto the floor, and I literally crawled my way to my bedroom. He followed me in to make sure I fell asleep without any problems, and he was watching X-Men on my TV, and apparently I started responding to the X-Men on the television as I was falling asleep, and I do not remember a minute of it. He said I was having complete conversations with the characters on the TV. I wish I had been there, conscious enough to be there for it. And then the next morning, like I said, I had to be at work at 8 in the morning. I show up. My head is killing me. Oh, it was awful. As many of you probably can attest. And I told my boss straight up. I was like, dude, I had my 21st party last night. I had way too much, and I feel freaking gross. And he was really chill about it. He's like, Jake, it's okay. I was 21 once too. We're going to put you on the front register. I'll go do inventory in the back, and all you need to do is check people out for 4 hours, and then I'll send you home. So I did that, and I made it through, and I will never drink that much again. Ever. Except maybe through our Drake playthrough that may or may not be coming up while this playthrough is up. I started playing Drake and the 99 Dragons with a buddy of mine for my Man Cave segment of games that I'm not playing with Liesl. And it is shitty-ass game. And so we've been drinking while we were playing it, and I got pretty drunk through our first session of it. And you need to. You gotta numb the pain of that game. But enough of that game. We're gonna talk about Remember Me. That's what we're playing. I'm escaping the facility that was gonna wipe my brain because some random ass guy got my brain number. That's what I'm gonna call them, brain numbers. So we're gonna have brain numbers in the future. Call people through their brains, but you have to have a special number for it. And he's telling me I guess I'm special. Let's see if I can change the lighting because this is awful.